Hello and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic and our Sith Warrior light side playthrough. We're here in the Revanite compound and we're just about to speak to this guy.
Did you lose your way in the jungle? You have my sympathies, but we can't help. We have no food or water to offer. There's nothing for you here, and strangers are not welcome in this place. You'd best be going.
I was given this token. Does it tell you anything?
I'm not sure. Ah, you do have the token. Someone must have had great faith in you to send you our way. Welcome to the Order of Revan, Initiate. Welcome to your new life.
I'm looking for the Revanite leader. Am I talking to the right man?
No, I only guide Initiate along the path. This place is our haven, built by the Master and protected by the faithful. Here we leave our duties to the Empire behind. This is where the Master guides us in the mysteries of Revan, the one who began a Jedi but grew into a Sith, and then something more.
But who is the Master?
Our leader, founder and teacher. Learn of Revan, and you'll learn about him. As a Jedi, Revan was a warrior who slaughtered armies. As a Sith, Revan was a teacher who trained 1,000 dark apprentices. Eventually, Jedi and Sith both turned on Revan. But instead of being destroyed, Revan was reborn.
What do you mean, reborn? What was Revan's final fate?
Revan was stripped of power, stripped of life, of memory, and left to rot. And still, Revan relearned the ways of the Force. The reborn Revan destroyed Jedi and Sith, and came to Dromund Kaas. Although Revan's life ended here, the Master preserved that life, so that we may learn from it.
I don't believe this cult is just about learning.
We learn to be better, more powerful. Even though the Empire may not publicly support us, we believe in the Empire's ways. Revan mastered the light side and the dark side, war and peace. We seek to walk the same path. Take part in our rituals, learn Revan's path to greatness, succeed, and you earn the right to join us.
Then I look forward to learning.
Around you, you'll find your new teachers, Revanites who have spent their lives recovering the works of Darth Revan. Speak to them. Complete the tasks you are given. When you are through, return to me, and the Master will give you your final lessons.
Okay, alright, interesting. Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult, maybe? It's one of those, isn't it? Maybe it is actually going to be kind of hard.
Come here, come closer. You are among the initiates who wish to join our order, and this is good. But tell me something. You are here because of the Order of Revan. Are you ready to die for us?
Are you looking for a fight, old man?
No, I'm only asking a question. Consider carefully. For every Revanite must face the trial of death, just as Revan died at the hands of the Jedi and Sith. Death freed Revan, left him unbound from all oaths and promises. It paved his road to rebirth. Will death free you from your past?
One way or another, I'm ready to find out.
Before us is a path. Beyond the path is a cave. A cave dedicated to Darth Revan. Initiates fall on the path. Initiates are torn apart by things inside the cave. But initiates who reach the end are reborn, remade.
Tell me more of this.
Go, and you'll see. The path is here. The cave. The cave will be more trying.
I comprehend what you mean.
Go. Free yourself from the life you've made. The petty choices, the mistakes, the oaths sworn. All of it will be washed away. It will be terrible. It will be glorious. When the deed is done and you have reached the end of the cave, return to me.
Alright. I'm excited. Okay, so that means we now have to go through this mysterious cave, whatever it may be, and I'm going to assume that we're going to go through some form of hallucination, maybe, or some form of force-sensitive vision, and maybe that's going to provide us with some form of combat, which I'm pretty sure it will. It looks like there were only Gundarks in here, which is actually quite strange. I thought we were going to be facing some form of, as I said before, hallucinations, but apparently not. And look where we are. All right, so someone saved us. Someone saved us from the cave and brought us back here. And now we can speak to Jorval again.
You return. Dripping with the blood of the womb, you are reborn. Your old life, everything you were, all of it is dead, buried inside that cave.
Of course, whatever you say.
You are free now. Free of everything you once were. Savor the moment. It won't come again. Tell me how it feels. Your obligations have vanished. Your past no longer burdens you. How does it feel to see the world reborn?
It feels different. Just different.
So it should. You've done well. And I'm proud that you've begun your new life as a Revanite. Choosing allegiance to us, first of all. Take this gift to guide you in your new life. It will remind you of what you've become. Leave now, and may the Force make you strong.
Alright, okay. That's not too bad. We got a good belt, not too shabby right there. We also get a nice little upgrade. And was it... Wait. That wasn't it, obviously. You know, we got to speak to Ladra now.
Come forward. Speak to me. We're all students of Darth Revan, and I enjoy the company of initiates. I remember when I was like you. I remember my trials and the joy of killing in the Master's name. You're so fortunate.
I don't need a cult leader to tell me when or whom to kill.
Neither did I, but you'll find that killing as a Revanite is more fulfilling. I'm Ladra. Once the personal assassin of a Sith Lord, I am now the serene protector of the Master and his students. I contemplate Revan's teachings as I execute intruders and heretics. But I also guide initiates and help determine their trials.
Your wisdom must be great, Ladra. Will you share it?
Of course I will. That is how I honor the Master. Every Revanite's initiation includes a trial of the past, a rite to bind the initiate to Revan. Your rite will be very special. You will find the mask of Darth Revan, what he wore after becoming Sith. It's a powerful symbol of his greatness, long lost to us.
I have to do this to meet the Master.
Of course. The Master doesn't waste time with students. You must complete your initiation. The mask is in a collection of antiquities possessed by my former teacher, the Sith Lord Grafan. It must be freed from that heretic, rescued in a rain of blood and death.
Stealing from a Sith Lord won't be easy to survive.
Revan faced death to achieve greatness, as will you. Speak to Torun, our curator. He'll give you the spiritual guidance you need and tell you where the mask is. When your journey's done, bring the mask to me. Good luck. Welcome the peace that comes with serving the Master.
Well, it just so happens I am very familiar with that particular area, so we should be absolutely fine going in there.
What have we got here? I wasn't expecting a visit from any initiates, but you're welcome to stay and talk, in any case. I'm Torun, devoted servant of the Master and student of Revan. What can I do for you?
Ladra asked me to talk to you.
I should have known. I'm to ritually prepare you for finding Revan's mask, then. It's unnecessary. Ladra's devoted to the Revanites. She's also obsessed with that mask. Says it talks to her. Ladra wants the mask to represent everything Revan ever was, but he wasn't just Sith. Before his rebirth, he was both Sith and Jedi.
Now you've got my undivided attention.
Good. I hoped as much. It's tempting to seek answers in material objects. Ladra will use the mask to teach that Revan was a being of only darkness. I don't want that mask becoming our Order's sole focus. Bring it to me. I'll keep it safe among a few like-minded scholars.
What about my initiation?
I'm sure Ladra promised a grand reward for the mask. I can't match it, but I can promise your initiation will proceed smoothly. Will you help me preserve the real Revan? Or will you let Ladra overshadow everything with a Sith relic?
I'll bet that mask would look good on me.
I doubt it's in any condition to wear. Still, that would be better than giving it to Ladra. I don't have to tell you to be careful, but may the Force be with you. May it keep you strong and guide your return.
Alright, seems like we're gonna go and see Lord Grathan's estate once more. Apparently the Mask of Revan is inside this phase. Alright, we just have to fight a couple of these guys. It's not gonna be too difficult. I'm kind of in two minds about what I should do with the mask, to be honest, because on the one hand, I actually think it looks really, really cool, by the way. I actually really like the look of it, but on the other hand, what's gonna give me light side points? Okay. What was my guy doing right there? Was he actually gonna put on the mask? If he was gonna put on the mask, I think that's actually pretty cool. You know, I think it would be, you know, I actually think that would be pretty funny, to be honest, if we literally turn up there and, you know, we're wearing, like, the cosmetic mask. Because as far as I'm aware, you can, or you could, way back at least, in the cartel market, you could actually buy Revan's mask and his stuff, you know, and his outfit, and then you'd be able to wear it. And I actually think it would be pretty funny to wear that stuff, go back to them and give them the other mask and be like, yeah, this is the real one, you know, while you're wearing the other one. Anyway, let's go back there. Alright, so we can give it to either Torun or to Ladra. I think Torun is going to be the one that will deal with it in a slightly more neutral fashion. So we're going to give it to him.
By the stars, you made it back. Did you find the Mask of Revan? Tell me you didn't let Ladra have it. She's mad, and you know it.
I decided to bring the mask to you.
You have it? That's wonderful. So that really is the Mask of Darth Revan? Didn't think it would look so real somehow.
If only I could have torn the mask from Revan's face personally.
I can almost feel Revan's power. It's dark power. Understandable that Ladra was so obsessed with it. But then, that's exactly why the rest of the Order doesn't need to see it. The darkness was a part of Revan, but only a part.
You know why I'm here, what I want.
I'll tell the others here that you completed the trial of the past. No one will argue. You're not a Revanite yet, but you're one step closer. Now I have some explanations to make to Ladra. Wish me luck.
I think he's going to be absolutely fine. Surely he's going to be absolutely fine. Anyway, we got this one last guy to speak to, and then we'll be good.
More initiates. The compound's getting less secure all the time. Still, I suppose the Master knows what he's doing. And if you can follow the ways of Revan, we'll judge your worth.
You have my attention.
Revan didn't work alone. Revan had allies, all walks of life. We're no different. You want to join us? You need to face the men and women who got here first and who've proved that they're loyal to the Master.
What would have to be done?
You need to show those in the Master's inner circle that you understand Revan's teachings. They'll ask questions. You'll answer. If they're not satisfied, they'll abandon the test of wisdom and begin your test of strength. Revan didn't suffer the weak.
From what I've seen, weakness prevails among the Revanites.
Then it's time you saw something more. Your pilgrimage starts in the jungle. You'll find your first guide there. He'll determine whether you're worth sending on to the rest. Be ready for anything, Initiate. The jungle's dangerous, and so are the true Revanites.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. Okay, that is going to be very, very funny, because I have no idea You know, as I say, it's been a long time since I've played Knights of the Old Republic. I actually had a playthrough that I was doing, and then I never was able to finish it due to technical issues, because I was using this program called, what was it now, Flawless Widescreen or something like that, and all of a sudden one day it just would not give me the widescreen. It wouldn't give me 1920 by 1080, which is what I needed to obviously record the game without any black boxes. I just had no idea why. And there you go, that was it. Alright, so we've reached our first Revanite. I had a little bit of trouble finding him for some reason, because I went over here initially, and then I was like, wait a minute, no, he's actually over here.
So, you have come. You who would join the Order of Revan. I am Moron Dokas, Lord of Beasts. I am Revanite, and I am Sith. What do you say to me?
Moron Dukas, I've come to prove myself worthy.
Very well. Then listen. For decades I have served the Master. He found me when I was a lava and saw that I was strong in the Force. Against the Empire's traditions he trained me. This is the way of Revan, to teach all species the path to power.
I comprehend your meaning.
Good. Now you will answer a question. And you will answer well, or face the claws of my pets. Why do you think Revan trained aliens in the ways of the Sith? Why did Revan offer power to all Seekers?
He believed everyone should have the chance to aspire to power.
Your answer is not my answer, but it is sufficient. It is worthy of a Revanite. You may proceed on your pilgrimage and seek worth in the eyes of another.
Let's get this out of the way.
Seek the mercenary called SWTOR as she teaches her soldiers. Then shall your trial continue.
Oh, look at that. We actually made it. Okay, cool. I was actually really worried about that for a real quick second. I kind of know a little bit about the mindset of Revan, because obviously, let's face it, you know, if you know about Knights of the Old Republic, then you'll kind of know what happens there. But, you know, the point is, it is kind of cool, actually, to have a little bit of a callback to that, and to realize what has actually transpired. Obviously, let's face it, I'm basically not trying to spoil, which is super funny, because obviously Knights of the Old Republic is a, well, I think 23-year-old game at this point. Didn't it come out in 2001? I think it may have come out in 2001. But whatever the case, I still don't want to spoil what actually happens in it, just in case you haven't seen it, or haven't played it, or whatever. Because it is a very, very cool experience, and I would love to be able to actually play that on the channel, but as I say, it just has so many weird technical issues with it, because it is just so old. Maybe there's a better program that I can use, I don't know.
Talking. Have some of the men head into the city. They've earned a break from training.
Yes, Commander.
It's good to see you alive. Not everyone makes it past Morin. Raymond contacted me from the base. Said you wanted to join our society. Is it true?
It's true. I'm seeking the approval of the Inner Circle.
I'm called SWTOR. I teach these mercenaries how to fight. My service to the Master is a matter of honor. Centuries ago, my clan fought Revan when we invaded the Republic with the rest of the Mandalorians. It was our privilege to battle Jedi. We lost the war over Malchor 5, but that was a privilege too. It's out of respect for Revan that I agreed to join the Master.
I see what you're saying.
I serve the Order to ensure Revan's name isn't forgotten. Revan was a warrior, a leader, and deserves to be remembered. Since you're not bound by honor, how do I know you won't sully the Dark Lord's memory? What can you do for the Order in Revan's name?
I'll learn all I can about Revan's past.
Fine. The Order has enough warriors. You might be able to serve. You'll need to talk to one more person before you head back to the compound. Find Major Pathel. He oversees security on the wall.
I will be there soon.
Glory to Mandalore, and glory to our Master.
actually quite surprised that a Mandalorian is following the teachings, but I guess, as I said, you know, Revan's someone that's basically just going to accept whoever, because as long as they are, you know, powerful or adhering to the should we say the tenets of what he or, you know, what they teach, then that's obviously going to be the thing. And yeah, as I say, I don't want to spoil it, even though it is such an old game. I'm trying to tiptoe around the whole deal at this point. But yeah, anyway, here's the guy.
Come on over. There's nothing to trouble us here, and we can speak freely. I'm Major Pathel, at your service. It's always wonderful to meet new initiates. The Order of Revan needs all the dedicated young people it can get.
Don't waste my time. I'm here about initiation.
Of course, we both have business outside the Revanites to get back to. I don't know how your other meetings went, but I like to conduct these interviews informally. No point making your life difficult, eh? And quite a few initiates, young officers, acolytes, and the like, think our secret society will help them become Morphs or Dark Lords. You're not like that, I presume?
Is there something wrong with wanting authority?
Not a thing. But you've got to seize it for yourself. And I'm confident you can do that without the Order's help. Not every initiate realizes that advancement in the Revanites does not guarantee advancement in the Empire, nor how dangerous being a Revanite really is. The Dark Council seeks to root us out. So, how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusations of heresy?
We need to show our enemies the truth.
And we will, wherever we can. Not to say we shouldn't defend ourselves, but we won't become traitors to the Empire either. That's all I needed to make my judgment. I'm going to send a message to the compound. Raymond will be waiting for you.
I think it's time that I be going.
Journey safely, and be proud to be a part of the Order of Revan.
I actually think this is a very, very cool storyline, and I mean, as I say, I'm a huge fan of Knights of the Old Republic in the well, the first game. I actually tried to play the second game, but for some reason, I think it crashed for me. I think it crashed for me after like the first, I don't know, 30 minutes of me playing it. This was obviously a long, long time ago, so maybe I'm just kind of a bit stupid when it comes to running older games, but whatever the case, let's make our way back to the compound. And now I'm actually very, very intrigued. I'm kind of like wondering who the Master actually is.
So you finished the pilgrimage. Not bad. I don't know what happened out there. It's none of my business. But the Inner Circle approves of your initiation.
I'm only interested in meeting the Master.
You're on your way. Take pride in that. You did good in this trial. Now you'll have to find someone else to show you the next stage of the journey.
Excellent. My initiation will be over soon.
Good luck. Every step brings you closer to the Master.
Aha, okay. So now all we need to do is speak to this guy, and then we will... Is this guy actually the Master? What do you think? What do you think? Is this guy actually the leader?
Well, you really made it, didn't you? I've been hearing a lot about your progress, hearing about your trials. Your initiation has not been an easy one, but you've met the challenge and showed you can walk Revan's path. Now you may undergo the final rite.
Is this where I speak to the Master?
Yes, you've earned your audience. The Master will complete your lessons, and you'll be welcomed as a full member of the Order of Revan. This is a great privilege. The Master reveals himself to no one outside the Order.
Where do I find him?
You may go to the Master in his chamber. He will be waiting for you. Listen to him, obey him. Through the Master, you will know the path of Revan.
Okay, I'm going to assume that it's him, right? I'm going to assume it's him. There's surely. Wait, we have to use a holo terminal? Really? We don't actually get to see him in person? I guess that kind of makes sense.
You who have died and been reborn, stand before me now. You who have reclaimed the ancient past, stand before me now. You who have demonstrated power and wisdom to my followers, look upon the Master of the Order of Revan.
What's all this about? I don't understand.
This is the end of your initiation and the beginning of your true journey. You will walk the path of Revan forevermore. The enemies of the Order will force you to move in shadows. But we shall keep your secrets safe, as you shall keep ours.
The time for subterfuge is over. Know me for who I am.
I thought the Master was a man.
The ruse serves its purpose. Besides, it felt appropriate. Revan's own gender is unclear in many of our records. I apologize for the deception, and for not meeting you sooner. But you must know how badly the Dark Council wants me dead. The Order of Revan threatens everything the Dark Council prizes.
What makes the Order such a threat?
Revan came to Drummond Cass after being reborn. Some believe Revan died at the hands of our Emperor. I believe otherwise. I believe Revan overthrew the Emperor and has sat secretly on the throne for 3 centuries. Aside from our Order, only the Dark Council knows the truth.
You really think Revan replaced the Emperor?
I do. It's the only way the puzzle pieces fit. I have heard whispers in the Citadel. For decades, the Emperor has been in seclusion. The Dark Council no longer speaks with him. The only explanation is this. The Dark Council betrayed their leader and locked Emperor Revan away, seizing power for themselves. They seek to silence us because we know.
We shouldn't let them get away with this.
We won't. It will take many years to free the Emperor, however, and first I need your help on a different matter. My agents tell me that you met with a Sith named Sandor, a man who seeks to destroy the Revanites. End his threat. Go to Sandor and tell him that you met the Revanite leader. Tell him that the leader is his own master, Darth Charnas.
Why would he believe me?
I obtained this Sith amulet from Charnas. Give it to Sandor. He'll believe you stole it from his master while among the Revanites. They will turn against each other. When this is done, though, when you've spoken to Sandor, you cannot return here.
If that is your will, Master, then I obey.
Sandor must never suspect your true allegiance. You must walk the path of Revan on your own. The path to power. The path neither Jedi nor Sith. May the Force be with you. May it make you strong.
Ah, all right. Yeah, I mean, that is actually what I was kind of alluding to. Obviously, if you've never played Knights of the Old Republic, then you may want to skip ahead a little bit here, but I'm going to be touching into spoilerish territory here. But yeah, so in Knights of the Old Republic, you obviously choose the gender of your character. You can play male, female, you know, whatever. And you can then, you guessed it, you become something pretty powerful. And then, yeah, I actually really love the way that it ties in to Star Wars The Old Republic, which is what we're playing right now, of course. I love the way that it ties into that. I think that is super, super cool. And now we can speak to Mr. Sandor and actually see what happens here.
The Master of the Lightsaber returns. He must have taken great willpower to leave the Revanite cultists alive long enough to investigate them. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
It was a man. I couldn't learn his name, but he wore this amulet.
Oh, perhaps that will be enough. A symbol of rank or affiliation or... This. I know this amulet. How did you obtain it?
I can be very persuasive.
This is the amulet of my master, Darth Charnas, taken from the Order of Revan. Speak to no one of this. I will deal with my master myself.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take your payment for my own keepings. It is all I can offer you without alerting Darth Charnas. Leave now. We cannot be seen together any longer, and I have much to do.
I wish you the best.
You've done well. Now go, and beware of Charnas.
No offense right now, but I highly doubt that guy is going to be able to do anything against his master, surely. I highly doubt he's going to be able to do anything, because he's just an apprentice. There's surely no way he has the power to be able to fight him. But who am I to say, right? Who am I to say? Anyway, we're going to go back and speak to Darth Barris. But yeah, I have a hankering to play that game again now. KOTOR, you know? Alright, so we've returned to Darth Barris, and I just want to say something before we actually progress a little bit further in here. Did you see Vet? Do you see Vet? She literally said that she disapproved about me making that light side choice. That just goes to show that Vet is actually quite a deep character, and I really like that about this game as well. Most of the time, and okay, fine, there are going to be some companions that are very one-dimensional. They're always going to be like, oh yes, I very much like the justice path. I like the good path, the wholesome path. And then there are obviously some that are just like, yes, murder, war, death, you know, all that stuff. So there are obviously, you know, two sides to the same coin, right? But that's the thing. Vet is quite a complex character in that respect, because sometimes she likes light side. Most of the time she likes light side. Other times she is going to be absolutely fine with the dark side option.
I cannot break him!
Nice lungs you got there.
Mind your tongue, or I will cut it out!
Okay, I'm officially scared.
This is impossible. An unknown power must be shielding this man, which only confirms my suspicions. This Republic agent is the key to unlocking the threat we face. I must harness my rage and frustration. They will lead me to an answer.
Trust your feelings, Master.
The minion advises the Master. Very good. You demonstrate your progress. And the word has spread that Lord Grathan is incensed at the slaying of his secret son. I take it that was your handiwork?
You see it correctly.
My confidence in you is growing. I haven't heard from Drykel Ball, my agent in Grathan's camp. He's missed a scheduled communication. Let me guess. He gave you trouble, did he?
He left me no choice, Master. I had to kill him.
No matter. He fulfilled his primary purpose. Every Sith must attempt to orchestrate his own promotion. Now, back to my prisoner. There's one last possibility to break him. I thought it impossible, but perhaps there's a small chance you could pull it off. Over a millennium past, the Emperor claimed Drummond Cass and made the Dark Temple the epicenter of Dark Force energy. In the bowels of the temple, he conducted horrifying experiments that drained the knowledge and life essence from all the greatest Sith Lords of the time.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
I'm sure that he would be relieved to hear that you approve. The Emperor created a device called the Ravager that ate his victims' minds and delivered to him their greatest secrets. No one could withstand the Ravager's intrusion. Even the strongest Sith Lords of the Empire confessed whatever the Emperor craved.
Where can the Ravager be found?
The Emperor keeps the Ravager hidden in the Dark Temple, which has, in his absence, become a death trap. There's a good chance the horrors that await you will be too severe, but it's worth your life to me. The legends describe a secret chamber in the depths of the Dark Temple where the Ravager was encased. You'll know the device by its inscription. Be swift, apprentice.
We got another one of those, didn't we? Yeah, we got another one of those. Okay, yeah. So that is actually really funny as well, because you saw exactly what it said, right? In the conversation, it said, "Good man, the Emperor." And now, I don't know about you, but from where I'm from, when you say, "Oh yeah, good man, that Emperor," you know, it's literally that's a sarcastic comment. I thought to myself, yeah, that's definitely going to be sarcastic, it's going to be funny, and Vet is going to approve, and it's going to be an amusing thing that we could say. No, apparently not. And now all that is left to be done is make our way over to the Dark Temple. And I think we're probably going to be tackling that in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.